Good evening, folks. It is time. I must rush. And I have no time to do this all. It's time to rush. We gotta rush. It's time to rush. Time to go. Gotta get going. It's time. Look at the clock and the hand says 9. We rushing to the point of view. We going to the who's who. What's up, Coles? Dang, man. What's up, man? I mean, I'm just doing like normal raids, man. I'm like rushing through normal raids, rushing through getting tomes. That's all that is. Yeah. Hi, Botrix. How you doing? Oh, you need to also? Oh, man. Let me see. I know I did M2. Yeah, I already got it because it's my favorite. How many are you still missing? 1, 2, and 3. I am missing the other 3. I did this one because I was trying to get the sheet, but I'm gonna go through all 3 of them again. Go through all 4 of them. Sorry, go all 4 of them again. Even the second one again, just to have the attempt to get the orchestrion, and then we're gonna move on 3, then 4, and then we're gonna, you know, I'm gonna try to cap out tomestones for the week. Could help with some. Cool. Make it easier for everybody. Everything's here. Is it raids, man? Yeah, it's raids. What am I doing? Not savage. Jeez, the savage is already like light heavyweights and all that stuff, but cruiserweight, due to completion and rush. Let's see. I'm gonna form a private party. Private party is going to have all 7s again. All right. It's a sweet looking weapon, man. It's a really good looking weapon. I'm not gonna lie. It's a really good looking weapon. Oh, man. Wait for Cools to get in there, and there he is. All right, we're gonna do this like real quick. Checking, see if everything but 1. Okay, everything got sold. Not bad. I'm gonna try and get them like all to like 1 million each, so that I know that I have 8 million. All right, let's get into this. I'm gonna try. Let's do this. We're gonna end it, and then we're going to just go in. Going ready to check for you guys, because we're rushing. As in, we're going to rush through this. We're gonna rush through this. Oops, there we go. From the outside, it looks like it's just a normal room. But then there's this door. I really wish you could like do something about the inside of a house, like instead of trying to do some sort of ad hoc thing. It's the window while I'm smithing. I really do need to get rid of that hot tub though. It doesn't fit. This whole place needs to be like really like changed a bit here. I don't even think this is the right partition for like the door partition that I have here, so that's gonna have to change. All right. All right, let's hopefully, yeah, there we go. Let's get this done and over with. We're gonna go through all 4. It should take like, if we do it like back to back to back, maybe it'll take like 40 minutes. And then perhaps all I have to do is like 1 or 2 different things here. Oh, guess I volunteer Yuri for main tank. I don't know. But I'm main tanking number 2.
Are you ready to get down? The Upstart's Cruiserweight campaign begins.
I forgot I have to actually listen to this.
We're just getting started. Keep grooving, baby. Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with these things.
It's not physical, is it? Magical, yeah. Oh, da, 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 da.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star. Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn! An invitation to dance. How will the challenger respond?
No, don't. No, no, no.
Will the challenger be all right?
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Come on, show me your moves.
They did that on purpose. Shoot, messed that up badly.
Amazing, they clearly anticipated that attack. You're up, dancers! Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now. Viva's taken hold. Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green? like there's no tomorrow.
Let's dance, baby. Swap. Wop. Stay. Wop. Swap. Stay. Swap.
Let's finish with style. You're burning up the dance floor, baby.
I'm mad that.
Back to it, dancers. Show some electrifying moves.
No, 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 no. It was very negligible.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn.
No, do, 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 no, no.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger. Dancers, take it away.
Is he barely getting touched? I don't think he's even touching it.
I feel the fever coming on again. The night's reached a fever pitch. All eyes are on dancing green. Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Swapping. Stay. Swapping. 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 Stay.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Let's finish with style. You're burning up the dance.
The limit break got it got stopped. That was monk. Oh, we have two monks.
Show me your moves.
Good job. I want to say, let's do that. And I'm gonna say, I was going for helms. Oh, I'm getting the helm. I'm getting the helm, no matter what. Whew. Well, take me. What the fuck is a limit break? I'm a tank main. I heard of limit breaks in this place called Recollection. Yeah, I've been using it over there for like the first time in my life. Not gonna lie, I forgot that you still had loot to get from raids. It's all good. We're like trying to rush through this, really. Got that in the low roll. All right. You know what? You can be main tank. No, 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 no. Not for M2. Not for M2. M2 is mine. All because of that dang music, man. Wish he didn't have to be a Lalafell, though. That's the other thing. I got the low roll one. That's weird. M3. Am I saying it wrong again? M5, M6, M7, M8, M5, M6. All right, sorry, M6. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, let's get into this. Yeah, Rio, we're just like rushing through here, dude. That's all that's happening. I know you said M3. All right, I guess we can just skip M2 because I already got the loot already, so we could just skip M2. It's whatever. It's whatever, dude. Wait, no. Cool, you didn't do M2. Never mind, I'm sorry. You still need to do M2, right? Am I wrong or am I right? Am I right? Am I wrong? All right, well. Yeah, but no big deal. We're going in. You want an M2, M7? I can focus more on cover then. M7? You want to... No, I am going to main tank M6, for the love of God. you want to... I can main tank M3 if you want as well. I'm kidding, though. Like... Shrugs. I can main tank M7 if that makes you feel safer, so you can focus on cover. You're acting like players are actually that bad. Give them a little credit. Give them a little credit. You know, they're not all that bad.
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
Welcome to Sugar Riot's Gallery of Glamours!
I'm enjoying Loot Master Party. And the Sage Wings dropped. I really passed on it. I could get it. Oh my gosh.
And with a flourish, Sugar Riot brings her work to life.
I'm just glad I got our position correctly. Go down. You need to back up a little bit. Do I need loot from all 4/4s? Yeah. Well, not this one. This one is more like funsies and because Coles didn't do it yet. Since this is my favorite one.
Will the challenger be all right?
I am gonna do all 4 of them though.
An image comes to me. I hope you like it hot and sandy.
Running around.
The rain has become desert.
Not yet.
How about a little more sunshine?
Not yet. Not yet. She needs to put out cactus. There you go.
Prickly fellows.
There it is. Now we gotta.
It's a veritable storm of needles.
There's something missing. Oh, I know.
Quicksand? Oh, you don't want to get caught in that.
Woo! Running around and running around.
What's your favorite color? When you can't decide on one thing.
Okay.
What do you think of this?
One, two, three. Oh.
Effortlessly dodged.
What do you say to a refreshing
Why did he? Okay, so the last time the dude pulled her into the middle. Was there a reason for that? Oh, I think they'll be okay. Yeah, they'll be okay. Listen, I'm not moving from this chair. That's all I can say. I'm not moving. I was like, I'm not moving from this chair, bro.
This is no good. It needs a touch of thunder, a dash of downpour.
Get your ass over here.
A thunderstorm has turned the waters muddy. How frightening.
I have it. Some destruction to facilitate deconstruction.
Please don't let it be over us.
A massive raging
And where is it going? Poopers!
The challenger's down! Is this the end? The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Well, apparently not that one.
When you can't decide on one thing. What do you think of this?
Amazing! They clearly anticipated that attack.
It's Pictomancy, I swear. This is a good way of like showcasing what a Pictomancer can do. What's she doing? River. I am not moving from this chair once again. Taste of fire. Oh. You gotta make your... Oh! Oh, she's dead. There you go. Done. Done. Wait, that's the same... It's the same healer from last time. I have one in total for that. Oh, wait. I can't get anything here. Still no orchestrion. You know. It's the walk of shame. What the heck happened? What happened? What's going on? I hear ums and walks of shame. You did do it because you... Oh, okay. Throw an invite your way? Sure. The thunder got you. Thunder got me too. Also, the fact that I was second in aggro. You were second in aggro. Oh yeah, well, yeah. Well, hey, you put out a lot of damage. It didn't one-shot you. All right, I guess I'll main tank number 3. It's not even so bad to main tank this one. Because I died to the one-shot thunder. Guys gotta stop getting one-shot, you know, that's a problem. You know, you stop... Once you start not getting one-shot, smooth sailings. Smooth sailings. I did get hit by a thunder, though. So I got a vuln. Got myself a vulnerability stack. We're kind of rushing through this. I'm not a DPS main. Maybe you're just good. Maybe you're actually pretty good at what you do. Why were you the highest DPS? Maybe you're just that good, man. Do we have a dancer? We do not. Oh my god, it's the same people. They're doing last minute shit.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business.
You know what? I want to rush through this.
Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe?
Okay, it's a stab.
He's used his
So it's in,
powers to
it's inside.
manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm.
No, 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 no.
Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds!
Okay, that one was already interrupted. That's good.
Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
We gotta go out.
Oh, he sent his rival flying! What fearsome strength!
The curse.
Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building!
Which way is he going, George? Which way is he going?
He's bounding from wall to wall!
Dang. Okay, what are y'all doing here? What was that?
The rooftop has caved in! Such devastation! We'll send cameras in there at once! The destruction appears to have started a fire!
It's inside. Lariat? I got hit by Lariat. Fuck.
Bomber must still be in there somewhere. A Punisher attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion. What a thrilling battle this, and it rages on.
It's out.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? Oh no! That was too much for the challenger! They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
Ah. Grand.
What power! Looks like someone isn't holding back.
Ah. There's probably something wrong with me, but I don't really enjoy.
Over. Until next.
I don't really enjoy that fight as much as I really want to. If I don't get that, I'll get that. That's all that is. If I don't get the arms, I'll get the helmet. If I don't get the helmet, I'll get the arms. If I don't get any this week, fuck. Ugh. Which one am I gonna get? Probably neither. Knowing my luck. Cool. All right, we got one more. No cover was needed that time. his faith in that, his faith in all of that is crazy. Good luck, Chuck. Last one, and then we can all disband. Eat my cookie. Huh. So, I need the arms. That's what I need left. Let me see. How much do I need? Okay, so I'm about to get like 10 or 15 from this. So I'm gonna have to like really do expert, really do. You didn't get, wait, Coles, I thought you got your EX for clear. What happened? What happened, man? So we're gonna get 40 from here, 15 from here. I guess I can help with leveling. 15 from there, main scenario from there, so. Didn't try it or got unlucky. Haven't been playing. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, work and probably other games. I don't blame you. So I'm trying to plan this out here. So expert, level cap. So expert and level cap is potentially like 55. Somehow I'm at 299. Oh, Alliance rate is also 50. But playing Turtle WoW. Turtle WoW. What is... You said Turtle WoW. Modded version of 1.12 WoW private server. World of Warcraft always calls its players back.
Let's begin, shall we?
I didn't do that.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Cleave! I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. A stylish evasion, well done.
We're the best.
I do like toying with my prey.
Ooh.
The earth is mine to command.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Ah, I messed that up, dude. No, single spot, single spot.
Hello there.
What's up? What's up? That's spicy, dude.
Bear my biting wings.
It fares, let's just say.
Still you stand. How delightful.
How'd they die?
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Where did that colossal thing come from? He's put the Colossus to the sword.
Did you see that narrow? Oh my gosh.
Must have hurt.
Yo, did you see that narrow dodge I had there? I was like, wait, it should be right here. Just so narrow that I fit. Bro. What is this expert Reaper doing here? Never mind, I'm not an expert no more. I lost that card.
You're mine. Pack of wolves.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Try this.
I'll take that. I won't take that though. There's some mistakes I will take. Protection! can only imagine what, like, the savage version of this is. Oh.
You're mine.
Nice. Not bad.
It's all over.
Not bad.
Till next time.
Not bad at all. The glasses keep popping out, bro. Arms, give it to me. I got 60. I don't know if I'm gonna get it though. Might have to come back in here and get it. If I don't get it, I don't get it. It's fine. All right, that's done. That is done. We are done with that. The rest I can do myself, thank goodness. Thank you guys for coming on in. We got those clears for the normal tier raids. All right. Now it's time for me to do all of this. All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to disband the party. I need tea. I need tea. Wow. Okay, and while I'm doing all that, like, you can still join. Well, I'm going to be doing expert, level cap, and either main scenario or alliance. I might want to do alliance and main scenario. I'm not sure. Well, there's normal rate too. So if I add this up, if I did 40, 55, 75, and that's 100 and that's like 120, right? How much do I need? I need 150. So I might be doing the main scenario roulette. So okay, not normal raid. We just did normal raids. Alliance, normal, level, and expert. You're 270 and a 450. Shoot, man. All right. Okay. Let's get you in there. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Here you are. I mean, he did say he hasn't been playing 14 much. Well, that doesn't always translate to like, oh, I don't have enough tomestones for the week, or I didn't cap out. That means he just hasn't been playing. You know what I mean? Some people cap out their tomestones in a day. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. There's a lot to talk about because I'm gonna be making a video on a couple of things like Nintendo. But I'm gonna go get me some tea. So that, you know what that means, guys? You're going to get the be right back screen. All right. Okay. Okay. Are we all here? We good? We got it? We're cool? We're chilling? We're fine? We ready? Ready. All right, we're also going to test out these tanks in Crystal here. Oh, didn't even get to extract my materia. That's me, not you.
There are beasts ahead of you. They must have gotten in and made themselves at home.
Cookie. Oh, you're the tank. I didn't even notice that, man. Don't know why I did that. By the way, since we talked about PoE2 recently, I just learned that apparently GGG said the negative feedback they got from 0.2 was genuinely the biggest wave they ever got, which is kind of crazy to think. Well, I mean, it is what it is for what, like, if it was really that bad, then it was really that bad, you know? Remember hearing that, that there was a patch in the first game that was basically universally disliked? Ah. Well, I mean, yeah. If it was genuinely disliked, you know, there's still 4 more left. There's 3 more left. Yeah, I haven't played too much of PoE 2 yet. I gotta make some progress in, like, Marvel Rivals. At least I want to. Where's he going? Okay, he's going over there. There he is, the area ambush. You can actually see it. That's a loss of DPS. Ooh! And he's coming back. You're right. Damn it! I did it again.
Now, proceed to the access hatch.
Damn it! I did it again. Oops! No! I did it again! I'm gonna greed for it. Really don't need it. Aiming? Maybe I'll greed for it. I don't know. I'll keep all that. I really shouldn't really be greeting for any of that.
Apparently a constant battle against the rising water level.
Yeah, I really don't need any of this stuff.
Or the people labored to make
I'll just pass on them, because I could just get them either through, like, crafting sooner or later.
It's upsetting to think that preservation's terminal is in this place.
Hold on. Someone's jumped communication. Step alert.
Whoa, this guy's tough. Yo, this guy's tough, actually.
So, you have come. Let us measure your strength.
Do 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 do. I'm edging. This is not the right job to be edging, really. Refill. Circle of Scorn. It's like, remember when we used to have that? Where I'm pretty sure Paladins have that right now, right? They still do. Okay, cool. I was wondering.
That was hardly a challenge, I see. You will show me more. I bid you press on.
I like how they're using the skeleton of goblins for that. Dang, they're so close to each other in terms of... Come on. You miss Power Slash? I do too. Power Slash was like one of the better abilities in terms of like aesthetics though. Like it was one of the better abilities. It's still a mystery as to like why they decided to get rid of it though. I mean, I know they wanted Soul Eater to be like the main third ability, but that's so boring. They always like try to like do this whole thing where they were trying to do like quality of life on jobs, and or trying to like, you know, nerf them a little bit because Dark Knight was kind of up back in Heaven's Word.
You are untroubled thus far, but I have something that may test you yet.
I don't need any of these. I don't need jack squat, bro. Get these out of here. Get out of here.
This machine has long guarded these crumbling halls. How will you handle this? Let us introduce more weaponry. to see what this is. Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability. Still alive. How unfortunate.
It's literally a slab of rock. This is the last boss of the newest dungeon, dude.
For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
I made a mistake too, it's fine.
I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternal.
There we go. Here we go. Scholar did good. Scholar didn't die. Scholar did good. Whew. Okay. Those are my fingers going. Ugh. I did pretty well. I wish I could do better in a freaking raid or trial setting with my Reaper. I want to do much better with him. A dare for the next, you do M5 to M8, play the JP voices. I could do that. Next time I do that, yeah, I could do that. Let's just get straight into it. What else do we need? We just did expert. We're gonna do level cap. And I guess we can do alliance trade and then main scenario. We're gonna have to do all of them if we want to get you, because you said you were like at 270, right? So like me, I'm almost at cap, so you know what, hold on, scratch that, withdraw. You're at 360 now. Okay, so scratch that. Let's get alliance. What the fuck is it? What raid? What alliance raid is that instant? Is it Crystal Tower? Yeah, of course it is. All right, well, I guess while we're going through Crystal Tower, I don't have to pay too much attention, especially since it's on the it's on the bottom floor. I could bring up some news, some gaming news. Let's see. So Mario Kart World player discovers an announced Thunderbird-like vehicle. So Thunderbird. Isn't it like Thunderbird, that old cartoon? Like, or not cartoon, but that puppet cartoon? which is crazy to think about, and I'm not really too sure how that works out. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. So there was another, I guess it's an official game spotlight for that. Warner Music appoints former Activision Blizzard executive as financial chief. Oh, geez. Warner Music, of course, they're all sleeping in the same fucking bed. Of course. I'm not surprised. Warner is basically done as a fucking like actual official company. Screw that company. That company's like dead now. I'm fucking invincible living dead. Really? You still have that? That's so this. Thank you. Zero Company is the next big Star Wars game. Big what? What is that? What is big company? Oh shoot. So Zero Company is the next big Star Wars video game. Here, I'll show it. Bloop. Go down. Go down! Look at that. Yeah, see, I don't know who Big Company is. Ooh, okay. The Star Wars Zero Company. I see two. It's either they're either Mandalorians or they're stormtroopers. I don't know. It is a single player turn-based title. Looks different. Wonder what the Thunderbird. Bloodborne producer establishes a serious studio. What is that? Wait, what? Bloodborne producer Teruyuki Toriyama has banded with former Third Verse colleagues Tomohiro Suzuki and Hideki Iri. I'm gonna lie and see. Weird. I mean, Dustblood's coming out, but well, he was a producer. Tekken 8 modders stripped off all the fighters' gimmicks, so it was more like Tekken 5. They're still mad about Tekken 5 or Tekken 8, man. Alright, we good. So what does that mean for the Death Stranding, though? So it's like, we have Death Stranding, Fallout meets Valheim, in an open world RPG that lets you befriend bears. That really Valheim-like? That's not me. I was trying to hit it this whole entire time, bro. Haha! That's also not us. Let me see this one. Rock, paper, shotgun. Don't need any of it. Don't need any of it at all. Modder for Tekken 8 has pared back the fighting game to its bare essentials by removing most of its flashy new features. In an effort to get us back to Tekken 5 days, the mod is called Good Ass Tekken. It basically turns the game into a good-looking remake of an older version. You can see the mod in action in this video. Good ass Tekken. Oh god.
Round one. Fight.
Loud. Jeezers, dude. It is like an older version.
Round two. Fight.
Yeah, fuck it.
3. Fight! Round 4. Fight! Final round. Fight!
I think we've seen a good portion of that, so that's what's going on here. Rage, for example, is a glowing red state that you enter in low health, which allows you to bust out a powerful rage drive or rage art. Often means regaining some momentum when you're on the ropes. The heat bar is an even newer feature. Okay, which lets you chip away at enemies' health even when they block, among another advantage. What? Why would you, like, why? But why do that? Chipping away health like that? Oh, he's finished. Why did I get a little... Oh, man, I got another one. Oh, I forgot the comm. It's alright. Don't really need the comm. Where are we at now? Okay, 449. Where you at, Cools? Are you good? I'm okay with this. 410? Okay. We're at 410. Well then, there's only one thing that we can do. Let me check other things. Let me see. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's do it. We can all get off the game after we're done with main scenario, and we can move on with our lives. Let's do that. Let's get main scenario, get it knocked out of the way, and we can just be on our way. We can go eat our chicken, have our good tea, which, by the way, I think I need my tea. I think I Okay. Yeah, I just hate your guts, man. I'm kidding. Nah, I want to finish this up so that we can just because I want to see if I can get started on that video. And I also want to get like maybe get a few ranks in for Marvel Rivals, and nobody wants to see me lose over and over again in that game. Because I'm going to be playing as Emma Frost. Well, I'm going to try to. I'm either playing Emma Frost or the Thing. Or Magneto if I want to win. Because Magneto is basically like the best tank in the game. At this point. It's been a good bit. My rank went down to bronze 3 because they did a rank reset. And I'm like, I don't want to be at bronze 3. So I'm gonna work on that. Anyway, let me get this off the screen now. But yeah, I guess there's like some things going on with Tekken. I wonder if they fixed it yet, or at least have addressed it. Let's see if they did. What's going on, Tekken? I'm just gonna put in Tekken. Main scenario. The Tekken crisis got worse? Discussing the disastrous Tekken 8 Season 2 patch. Why everyone hates Tekken 8.
Bigger buttons and instead went for small Tekken play. So far, while there is review bombing, was only the beginning. The Tekken community is in full-on revolt. That's because the initial developer response says that a balance patch to the disastrous Season 2 release won't land until mid to late April. Content creators are changing their relationship with Tekken 8, fans are calling for a boycott, critics on Reddit might be getting blocked by developers, and some people are even trying to get back into Tekken 7.
The Tekken community has been pissed. I have never seen this amount of negativity in reaction to a balance patch or update to a fighting game, ever.
When we last covered Tekken, we talked about how Season 2's balance patch had failed to make defense better, as the developers had suggested. Instead, in an already aggressive game, they added a ton of new moves and 50-50 potential. There were marginal buffs to defensive options like sidestepping, but they were completely eclipsed by everything else. As an example, I offer you this Jack string that's giving Tekken caster Chai the ability to play blindfolded with light verbal direction from friend Chipsy.
He's getting up. Keep going. He's gonna do 2-2-1. Nice, nice, nice. Run, run, run. Just do shit. Nice. It's all you, bro. Just get his ass. Got him. 7 golden letters, baby.
That Jack string we showed you is just one more thing that needs to be changed, but it turns out that it's going to take a long time for it to get fixed. Bandai Namco did eventually make a statement saying that they are carefully reviewing the balance of the game and that we could expect more information soon. However, the patch was confirmed as landing in mid to late April. And game director Katsuhiro Harada made a statement of his own on Twitter, noting that the patch clearly missed the mark and that the teams were looking at the feedback around the clock to make future adjustments. The community community is not happy about Season 2, and many have called for the patch to simply be reverted until it can be fixed. But since that is frankly pretty unlikely, they are even angrier about the timeline for the impending patch. And fans are showing their disappointment. The player base on Steam has also continued to decline since the initial spike for the patch's launch, not quite in all-time low territory for Tekken 8 yet, but trending in that direction. And this is pretty soon after a major content patch. So what do you do if you're a Tekken fan right now? Well, some fans have called for a Tekken 8 boycott, and a website encouraging
Boycotts don't work.
exactly that. The sign-up's open to anyone. The website isn't perfect though, as content creator Main Man Swee's ID was supposedly submitted even though he isn't participating. They've now made it possible to have your ID removed if you didn't actually submit it. Now, if these names are all real and none of them are playing the game, there are more total people actively boycotting Tekken 8 than there are simultaneous players on Steam for much of the day. Not everyone is necessarily in favor of a formal boycott though. Spag made the point that the message to the developers has already been well sent via the review scores, for example, and that the boycott feels extraneous. Still, other fans want to go back to Tekken 7, the game that really helped this game explode in popularity. Now, Tekken 7 had plenty of issues with balance over its lifetime, but in its general philosophy, it often erred in the opposite direction from Tekken 8. Defensive options were good, infinite stages existed, and there were lots of high-tier, whiff-punishing characters, so there were times where players struggled to commit to bigger buttons and instead went for small Tekken play. So far, while there is an increase in the Tekken 7 player base, it's capping out around 1,000 or 1,100 peak users with a growth trend over the past couple of days. Worth keeping an eye on for sure, but not quite a schism worthy of Counter-Strike's source. As for pro players and content creators, many of them are trying to figure out what to do.
So, like, is it because the patch isn't... I'm guessing the patch is, like, really not fun. If you can have a string and be blind and win. And then I saw that aura chip damage or something like that. That's weird, isn't it? Like...
VDX, for example, gave his stream a fun moment after his Steve Fox victory.
$5 fire! Oh my god!
My game! And if you've seen this clip on my second channel, you know that I alt F4 at that point, neglecting to collect my ranked points because I was so unhappy with the gameplay required to get there.
Fee went on to say that he's stepping back from Tekken 8 in a competitive sense. He will still mess around with the game, but his argument as to why he won't compete is very interesting.
If I were to learn the Season 2 style, it would be a pretty hard commitment, and it would be pretty hard to go back, right? Once I have learned this way, I would have to spend time unlearning it as well. So, for that reason, I'm not going to be focusing on competing in Season 2.
This is a damning and effective argument. The Tekken we now have is just unrecognizable from the kind that helped this game reach its biggest audience ever. That means practicing it is, for some people, pointless. Main Man Sui, another one of the game's biggest content creators, isn't quitting Tekken 8, but he is starting to try Street Fighter 6 alongside it.
I watched Street Fighter 6 and I was like, you know what, we got such issues with Tekken right now, but I'm gonna try Street Fighter again.
For competitors, Tekken World Tour is supposed to open in the second week of May. Even if the patch launches a week from now, that leaves precious little time to adapt to whatever changes happen in the patch. And on top of that, we have every reason to believe that the changes won't represent a substantial overhaul of the combat system, given the timing and the massive size of Season 2 generally. All of this frustration with the developers, particularly the tight messaging control and ensuing silence, has started to boil over too. Of course, it's at this point that we should also note developers are human beings with demanding jobs, and harassing them isn't okay. The last stop on our tour of Tekken's recent pandemonium is the deepening criticism of the development team at Bandai Namco, particularly since communication has been sparse. Redditors noticed that the only reply on Twitter by producer Michael Murray was to positive feedback on the patch instead of a critical.
24 hours later, and the first thing one of the main Tekken devs tweeted is a reply to a positive tweet glazing them. Amazing. Just wanted to say that through all the negativity and internet overreacting to Tekken 8 is the most fun I've been playing with the series in some time. So thank you guys for the work. Yeah, that is kind of glazing there. That is very much the glazing. Glad to hear that. Yeah, people can be rude. Can be rude as fuck, but still gonna search through all the feedback and report balancing team. Hopefully we can find a more middle ground where more Legacy fans are excited about the game too. Well, you kind of ruined that. Like, I don't know why you made the changes the way you did. That's going to be my question first. Oh wow, the healer is really healing there. I don't know what to say about this though.
Viewpoint, and they seized on that, making a thread about it. Meanwhile, most pro feedback has been pretty constructive. There are a lot of frustrated players whose livelihoods depend on this game, so I think it's fair that some of them are emotional.
Okay, so like, to be fair, nobody told them that the game should be like, don't do that.
Things got even crazier. On a group call this past weekend, content creator Frame Whisperer claimed that he'd heard secondhand that Tekken caster Spag had been told by Bandai Namco to delete a tweet about Fakum Ram back in Tekken 7. Spag cleared the air on Tuesday, saying it was all false, the tweet was in fact still up today, and that he wasn't going to feed into the drama. On Tuesday, the subreddit again posted about Murray after a user discovered that he'd been blocked by the Tekken 8 producer on Twitter despite never having interacted with him. One theory was that he blocked anyone on the subreddit who criticized the game and who had their Twitter account linked to Reddit. The cases so far seem to fit this pattern. Even if true, this isn't exactly a crime. It's not even really a hostile act, though it might feel that way to some people. And maybe Murray really does feel the need to block people in order to be able to use Twitter properly. Unfortunately, it's also led to a lot of jokes about blocking. You know, given the whole focus on defense thing. But for passionate fans looking for a glimmer of hope here, this just feels like more evidence still that the developers are not listening. And to end off, we can go back to a post made by Harada before fans got their hands on the patch. We've played the updated game now, so when will we get some idea of how the community's concerns will be addressed? There is an unprecedented consensus that this patch needs improvements. And if fans can't be trusted that they'll be heard, if the discussion can't even be started, what hope is there?
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring the notification bell. For unique, bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit us up on our...
So, Tekken fucking up, I think. That's basically what's happening, right? Tekken just fucking up? Is that all I'm hearing? Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Reaction ×2. Wait, what? OG Maximilian, dude, man. The GOAT.
What's up, dudes? Max here. Kind of an impromptu video. I am literally going to be making this and cutting it up right in the moment. I had a friend hit me up, and he immediately said, "You have to watch this." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And the video link was to a Marvel vs. Capcom collection title update. And I'm like, wait, what am I even reading? The game's been out for like 6-7 months or something like that. So anyway, for those that don't know, we already kind of got a title update for the Marvel vs. Capcom collection back when it came out.
Like oh, you're right. Yeah, dude. My mistake.
About, like, almost made Juggernaut kind of a playable character in MVC2.
He is the OG dude.
Working in the collection. So there were also several other things like audio bugs and all this kind of stuff. Sentinel saying the wrong lines, like all of that shit. But, you know, the fact that we got an actual update that addressed some of the problems in those games within a short period of time, like a month back in 2024, was a pretty big deal. Because that typically does not happen for these collections of games. But I will say, I've been like randomly talking with the MVC heads. I follow them all, like the MVC2 community. They would ask me at times like, hey, what do you think about a patch? You think we're gonna get rematches, all that kind of stuff? I'm like, dude, these Capcom, like, we're lucky we got what we did with what happened back in 2024. These collections of games from Capcom never get big updates after they come out, dude. Like Capcom, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, Fighting Collection 1, like there might be some small things at the beginning, but over time, are they big supported titles over time? They're not. And
Capcom, man,
like
they've really taken a step up. They're putting out collections of like their greatest hits of all time. They're coming out with remakes and games for like games that were hits. The Resident Evils, for example, they came out with remakes for that. Monster Hunter is fun, but you know, I think Monster Hunter was fun for a lot of people who were new, so it was good to introduce with them, but probably for a lot of the vets, it was, you know, a little bit more wanting.
Strike Online Edition or a Darkstalkers Resurrection, something that's one individual game, having a collection of games be updated over time just doesn't make much sense because they already made their money, dude. Like they're not really going to sell a ton more copies. So I don't know what we're getting into. I'm naturally pretty excited because I'm making a video in the middle of a day on a Monday, my normal day off. So I'm just going to fire this up. There's a lot of things that are immediately coming to head in my brain of, oh my god, if you could release another title update for the MVC collection, what would it be? And I think I'm just going to shut the hell up and find out what they're actually doing before I say anything more. Okay, yeah, them's the games. You right. You right. Yeah. What are you doing? What's happening?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's happening? Okay, that's very soon.
Select which version?
Bro, no way. Bro, okay, I'm let the trailer rock. No way.
Change resolution more.
Oh, dude, they're upping the resolution. Oh my god, thank god. Oh my god, they can actually. Oh my god, thank god.
Oh, really?
Oh my, is this a legit versus mode? First to oh, you could wait. Did that say rematch? Long button presses to avoid accidental inputs. Okay. Reset the game directly from the pause menu. What?
Well, that wasn't in there before.
So you don't have to go back to the main menu. That's just nice.
Oh.
Wait, what? There's new artwork? There's
a remix. Oh my gosh, they put remixes.
Wait, there's new remixes? Wait, what? What? Hold up. Hold up. These changes are coming to both Capcom Fighting Collection and Capcom Fighting Collection 2?
Yo, that's crazy.
No way. So if we go back to the first, wait a minute, it isn't just an MVC collection thing? Even the first Fighting Collect, oh my god. Oh my god. So all the Dreamcast games are going to have better resolution. That is so much better, dude. Because these games are running in like 480p, okay? So if they're literally doubling the resolution, that is fantastic. And all of the older games having like game reset or offline versus, like normal versus mode. Oh, dude, that is huge. That shit is huge. I'm watching this again. Hold on. There was, oh, dude, there is no reason.
Coming April 16th.
The biggest change in here, no kidding. I don't think they've added a direct, like, actual rematch to MVC2. They added, like, offline versus, right? So you can make that process a bit quicker. But this is a big one right here. This is huge. This collection only had really one substantial blight, okay? Why is this a big deal? There are many different versions of X-Men vs. Street Fighter. The game got balanced several times over its arcade run, and the versions of the game that eventually made it to consoles like Sega Saturn, PlayStation doesn't really count, were also like sort of later versions of the game in some way, like landing in between. However, There were some of the earlier ones where a lot of the infinites were a bit easier, the fun factor of the game sort of more free-flowing and open, which was the competitive standard of X-Men versus Street Fighter. And no shit, the X-Men VSF community was bummed that one of the last versions, pretty much I think it was the last version of X-Men VSF was being used, which was just like one of the least fun versions of the game. A lot of things are just harder to do. And it was mostly the fact that, dude, there was like 3 versions of X-Men vs. Street Fighter. There was multiple versions that you could have played, and they chose the last updated one. Understandable, because clearly they would give you the last updated version. But of all the fighting games that were in here, MVC1, MVC2, like all this stuff, the only game that had that many crazy substantial changes was, no kidding, X-Men vs. Street Fighter. So it was a blight. It was like, okay, yeah, we get X-Men VSF, but it's not the X-Men VSF that the community has been playing historically for 20 years, much less the one that everyone kind of like likes the most. And holy shit, dude, they actually listened. They went in here and put in all the other versions. I do not believe it. There is no reason for them to have done this. There's literally none. I mean, I get it. They're improving the quality of stuff in Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which is, I think, what sparked this on. Higher resolution, all this other shit. But my God, man, you did not have to. Like, they did not. And this is easily one of the things that was the biggest issue of this collection. It is no longer an issue. Now you have every version of X-Men vs. Street Fighter and all the other games. That's nuts.
Every version.
That's crazy, dude.
Wow.
They're not really highlighting how substantial some of these changes are, like, but it's a very different game. So, change the resolution for MVC2 Nature Heroes. Increase graphics quality for smoother visuals. Yes. So this was one of the big criticisms that I had at the start, was that, okay, so this is the first time we're porting like a Dreamcast arcade game, like, or a, you know, quote unquote Naomi game to consoles in some way. But they're doing straight native transfer, right? So these games are rendered in like 480p approximately. And that still looks decent, but obviously like mad aliasing. The backgrounds are not smoothed out. Even in the MVC2 re-release back in like 2009 or so when that thing came out, that did have upscaled graphics. They did smooth out the backgrounds of characters and stuff to make it look like a bit better. And they also like widescreened it. There's a lot of visual quality of life things, even though some of them came with some bugs. So it was weird that, okay, we're sort of regressing in this port of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It doesn't look quite as good, but it plays a lot better. It doesn't.
I think the main contention here is that now they have different versions, higher resolution, which makes the gameplay a little bit better. Quality of life, which is good quality of life, which is going back to like the character screen. All that's good. I don't know, like, why would anybody like saying downvote that? I don't get it.
MVC2 collection or MVC2 port had. But clearly, dude, you're looking at the 3D backgrounds. The pixel art's fine because it's pixel art, but you're looking at the 3D backgrounds and I'm like, damn, that is low res AF, dude. And the fact that it isn't just this game in this collection, they're talking about it for the games in the big collection that's about to come out, because it has a ton of Dreamcast games in it, a ton of 3D assets, a ton of 3D elements. Dude, those backgrounds would have looked rough. Like Power Stone 1 and 2 would have looked rough if we stick it to native, and that won't be the case. That's so much better. It's so much better. It's so much better, man. God damn. Twice the resolution. Play versus mode in all fighting titles to your heart's content. So yeah, who gives a shit? No versus mode, right? Who gives a shit about this? So the problem is that all of these games are ROMs. They're arcade versions. Do arcades have natural versus modes? They don't, right? The issue with them not picking up on console versions of games, even though the console ports kind of sucked around all these games, right? Comparatively speaking, for many of them, not all of them, is that there is no versus mode. The versus mode is a quarter goes into the machine and a player jumps in on player 2. Here comes a new challenger type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're playing offline, you still have to treat every single game.
Was that Sungrass Studio? Hold on.
The next person just has to press, start on player
2.
Which puts the coin in, activates the ROM, and there you go. It was like they didn't want to touch any of the functionality of the ROMs and stuff, but they did give us some kind of cool things where if you return back to the character select screen, it keeps the position of your icons and stuff like that on some games to make the rematch process like sort of quicker. So they did something in here where we no longer have to like make a save state at the character select screen to go back to it. Like, no, apparently now there is a actual versus mode for this shit. And here's the kind of thing. There's victory conditions. You can enable the special move stuff. This is offline, by the way. This says right behind my head, it says offline versus. But I get it, but that's important because these ports of these games, even when they're played in tournament, were kind of cumbersome because of the arcade aspect. And now if you just want to play them at home, you don't have to go through all the arcadiness of like the menu and the process of it. You can just like play somebody first to 3, first to 10, and then it's done. That's so much. It's so much better. We used to have to make save states, dude. Even on like the character select screen. And if this is all stuff that is being added, dude, if this is all stuff that's being added, this is nice. You can reset the game now. That's nice. You don't have to go to the menu and kill it. If this is stuff that's all being considered for Colliding Collection 2, that's so much better. It's so much better.
What's this?
They got Shinkiro.
What's going on here?
Hey guys, thanks for joining me. It's Jarrell. So, I want to address a topic that I've never addressed before. There's a couple YouTube content creators out there who have been working towards a goal, and I have been trying my best to support the efforts that we were working towards. And I don't think I've really ever named names on the channel or anything like that. And
so Dark Titan Enterprises, the red-haired girl, Smash JT, Alyssa Morcante, you know, they're in love, I guess. I don't watch a lot of Hypnotic, but I guess he's just saying thank you for their efforts or something like that. Okay, he just wanted to say thank you. I was wondering what that was all about. I was wondering, why is Nintendo Switch so expensive? Oh no, it's gone! Man! It's gone, actually. It really is gone. Okay. Okay, alright. It's gone. Can't find it anymore. It's gone. Nintendo Switch Direct 2, so many new games. And that's Shofu. Yeah, but people were like super angry at that game, honestly. Or super angry at Nintendo. Did the game just say... Oh, okay. Yeah, you did the thing. I see it. Yeah, I'll log off and log back on. It's whatever. I still think it was kind of dumb that they locked it like this, but, you know, people want to experience it in a different way. Forcing people to experience something, how about you just change where it happens instead of locking people into something that they don't want to look through over and over and over again? But, you know, maybe I'm the wrong one. I don't know. Maybe I'm the wrong one. Anyway, do one of these. Didn't mean to do that. That was my bad. Ah, shoot me. We don't even have a ranged. There we go. I obtained 1 mathematics. Alright, we're good now, right? Let's check. Got my 450. You got your 450, Cool? Cool. Thank you very much, sir. And also, I was glad to be able to help out a little bit. I guess now I'm going to be checking out some other things. Going to try to get this video done, or at the very least get it started. It has been real. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. I don't know if there's anybody that I know who is streaming right now. Could always double check and see if anybody is streaming that I do know. Nope. Everybody is done. All right. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.